Hey guys, it is Andrew. Welcome to today's training. I've got some really fun info for you. Basically, this is what it is. There's 5 steps to finding a deal, and I'm going to show you what those 5 steps are and kind of explain them. And then you are going to have to figure out what you need to work on. What pieces of those 5 steps are you really good at, or do you need help with so that you can get to that next deal? All right. So, a little bit about us, we're Deal Finders Club. We've got a lot of great local live activities and events and trainings that we do. But also, we have some online stuff. So, if you're not local in South Carolina, you can still participate and benefit from our group, our online community, as well as the Deal Finders Club. So, check that out. If you're not in the Facebook group, you should be. So you want to go there. I'll give you some links later. But anyway, let me jump into this. Let me just share my screen and talk to you about the what I call the I4C method, which is just the 5 steps to finding your deal. All right. So let me just do a little screen share for you. All right. And you can see that. Great. We're all good. We're all gravy. All right. So yes, Deal Finders Club, that's us right there. This is where we connect, learn, and build businesses. All right. So again, I told you about the uh, Facebook group. We also have our meetup page. Meetup page is where we put all of our events as well. You can register there for any local live events. If you're not local, that's fine. You definitely want to be a part of the Deal Finders community in Facebook. This group is awesome. A lot of great activity. And then the podcast. So there's a little link down here, dealfindersclub.com/links. Yeah, go there and check that out if you need help getting to that. A little bit this is what we mean by connect, learn, and build. This is what we are here for. This is what our community is built for. If you have questions on that, y'all just shoot me a DM. If you want to get connected, just let me know. If just shoot me a DM and we'll figure that part out. All right. So yeah, what I've got here is your I4C method. Okay. This is all there is. Like I don't want to make it too complicated because it's really not. Each of these 5 steps, yes, there are pieces that go along with this. There are things that you have to learn and practice and do. But if you break it down, this is really all there is to finding that deal. So you got to identify, contact, communicate, contract, and close. All right, that's just 5. So if you stick in here, I'm going to run through these. This is a quick training. I'm not going all the way in depth on this. I'll give you a couple of links that you can go through or go to. But if you find that you need more help, or if you need you have some questions, put the questions from this video in the comments. Put them down below, put them in the comments, because if you have a question or something you didn't quite understand, then there's probably someone else just like that. All right. So I want you to go ahead and do that. Put the comments in or your questions in. If you need something really specific or you want to learn more, then shoot me a DM. All right. Just shoot me a DM in Facebook and I'll talk to you there. Okay. All right. What does it mean to identify? Identify is where you are actually locating this distressed property or distressed owner. Okay. This is very, very, very important to get started, right? Because who are we talking to? Who are we looking out for? Who is ultimately more likely to sell us a discounted property? Well, it's somebody that needs help. So if they're distressed, like the property is distressed, or if the owner is in distress. Well, what does that mean? Well, properties that are vacant, that's a property that could be in distress, right? Rental house where somebody's tearing it up. And then of course something that's just plain old in disrepair. Those are properties that need help. Who's the owner that might need help? All right, that might have a problem. That is someone that might live out of state. They could be in some sort of financial stress. You look at bankruptcy, taxes, any kind of liens, those types of things, or life changes. Sometimes good life changes, like they're moving, right? They got a great new job, or they just want to pack up and go out west. We bought a house like that. They just wanted to pack up their car, their truck, and go. Life changes, or it could be, the not great ones, divorces, things like that. Empty nesters again. So that's that's kind of sometimes that's good, sometimes not. But anyway, those are your owners that are having that might have a distress, or they might have an issue that you can solve through real estate. So how do you find those people? That's the big question. I've got you a couple of links right here. I've got propstreamvip.com and then dealmachinevip.com. All right. So both of those are great places to find these properties or these owners. And so just check those out. We use Deal Machine and PropStream VIP both every single day. That's built in our business. All right. Again, if you have questions about this, put it down. Like ask the questions out loud. This video is really to get you started, but I know there'll be more questions. Ask them in the comments so that other people can see the answers. Okay. All right. Contact. This is step number 2. You've got to, I don't know how many people that we've talked to, coached, partnered with that are like, yeah, I found this great deal. I got this great house. This house is perfect. It's been vacant for 10 years. The owner's out of state. They don't, I don't think they want it. They haven't done anything to it. They haven't paid the taxes. And my next question is like, well, have you talked to them? Well, no, I haven't done that. What do you mean talk to him? Well, that's what you have to do next, guys, is you got to talk to him. You got to contact them. All right. So there's a couple ways to do that. You can pick up the phone and call them. Yeah, that's a little bit more, that's a little scary for some people. It shouldn't be, but I know it is. We have a couple of tips and tricks on how to be a good cold caller. Texting is the same thing. Just pick up the phone, but a little less scary for you because you're not like on the phone. Guys, I'll tell you this. I'll give you this just hack. It doesn't matter whether you're on the phone, you're texting, you see somebody in person. They're just another person, right? Yes, they might be stressed out. That's why you're calling them, right? If there's distress, but they're just another human. And if you could just understand, put your feet in their shoes, you will see why maybe they're stressed out, maybe why they're not excited to hear from you on the phone, and then just move on to the next, because somebody will be excited to hear from you on the phone. Okay, so don't let it get to you. The next one, direct mail. This is huge. This is what we do the most of, which is directmailvip.com. Go there, check that out if you are ready to start sending some marketing. Okay, and get people calling you, to talk to you about buying their house. Door knocking. If you're going to be a door knocker, you've got to have lots of energy and time. It takes time to walk through neighborhoods and knock on doors, but it can be so valuable, because if you're right there in front of those people, you're the person that's on their front porch. Yeah, you can definitely get the deals. Okay, so but have energy, because you will get told no. You'll get told to get off the porch and move. So definitely have energy when you do that. All right. You got to have a script. You got to have a script. You got to have a script, something to say. You can't just walk up and say, hey, how you doing? Right? You got to know what you're going in there for, to buy the house. Have a script, and don't worry, you're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up. It's fine. Do it again. Just do it again and again and again. You'll be fine. All right. Let's see. What's number 3? Communicate. All right. You got to communicate to the people. You've got to establish rapport. Immediately establish rapport. So when you start talking to them, this is probably the biggest thing for our business, is we're really good at establishing rapport. And so just the best way, the number one way to establish rapport, I'll just give you this tip, this hack, is to ask questions, not invasive questions. It's not an interview or an interrogation. Just ask questions and genuinely care about the person and care about their response. So, and then you can create a dialogue back and forth. Okay. All right. Confirm the owner's problem and seek to understand. So you want to know what exactly is the problem. Like, you think it's a problem because it's vacant. Well, they might not think it's a problem because it's vacant. They might be planning to tear it down and build something new or something, right? So you want to confirm that that's an actual problem. Like, ask the questions. Hey, would you consider an offer on this house? I saw that it was vacant. Oh, they might say, oh yeah, I know it's vacant. I just kicked the people out because I'm moving in, whatever. If that's the case, then there's no problem, right? Then you move on to the next. So you want to confirm it and then craft your solutions. You should be a solution seeker, right? What is their problem and create your solutions to solve that problem. Okay. You want to make sure you reference the problem when you tell them what your solutions will be. You see, and you want to reference how selling the real estate. Oh, well, you need money. Well, if we could buy this for $20,000 more than you owe, would that $20,000 help you to pay off whatever it is, right? So reference the problem and how selling the property will get you there, right? We'll get them to solving or get them closer to solving that problem. Okay. Um, let's get on down to the contract. All right. So the contract is very, very important. Obviously, if you didn't know that, then we got a lot of work to do with you. All right. So you have to make the offer. This is the first part. This is a lot, again, this is one of the other hardest parts for people is we talk to students or partners all the time that say, oh, well, I got this deal. This person's ready to sell. I think the price is right. And I'm like, all right, well, did you make an offer? Well, no, I didn't know if I could do that. Yes, just make the offer, find out if the number's right. Okay. And then we'll worry about the contract. We'll get you the contract. Okay. We'll get you an attorney that can review the contract or you can find an attorney that can review a contract and get it under contract. You can't do anything until you have that. All right. So make the offer. And if they say, if they're not ready at that moment, keep following up until they are. All right. We've got the close. Okay. Huge, huge piece to this puzzle is getting it closed. And this is obviously the best part for everybody involved. All right. So your due diligence time is there for you to do your inspections, bring in your, like for us, we are deal partners. We work together on these flips. So that, or if you're going to try to assign it, this is when all that happens during due diligence period. And then of course, this is where you find your financing. And again, these are all your financing options. And this stumps a lot of people. This is why a lot of our partners work with us because we bring the financing, but this is something you need to have prepared. Okay. You need to know how you're going to finance these deals. Again, all of these steps, the I4C, right? These are 5 steps to finding your next deal. And each one has pieces and parts to it that you've got to get under your belt. You got to know how you're going to talk to them, how you're going to communicate. You need to know how you're going to identify these properties. Okay. And you're going to need to know how you're going to close. Okay. So these are 5 steps, but these are 5 very big, crucial steps that you've got to understand, grasp, and be ready to work with. All right. So that's why that's why we have deal finders. This is why we have deal partners, because we go together with them. This is why we teach this through our One Deal Away course. These are so important, but this is it. Like I'm trying to take the veil off and let you know, like there's not much else. So this is why it's such an advantageous business. This is why so many people can get started in real estate, in buying and selling properties, because this is really it. It doesn't take a whole lot more than this. And our system is set up for you to do this. All right. So there's a lot more to it. Again, I said, what's next? Just shoot me a DM if you have questions. If you need help, if you really are like stuck on one thing, you can shoot that DM. But really, I want you to, if you have questions in general, put them in the comments. Let us all know. I'm going to post this out there so this will keep going. So the comments and the questions will keep coming. So let us know. And I look forward to seeing you at our local Deal Finders events. We have them all the time. dealfindersclub.com/events. You can find those. Next time I'll see you, we'll do these trainings as much as we can so that we can help you get started connecting, learning, and building your real estate business. All right. I'll talk to you soon.